100 girlfriends.
100 girlfriends.
30 girlfriends.
Yeah, we are officially, everyone. We are officially 3/10 of the way through the story. Crazy, I know.
So we'll be at least. I'll probably be like 45 when this ends.
Yeah, because I mean, really, it is going. If we're gonna hit the 1/3 mark by the end of the year, that will have been about 5 years. So it's gonna. I mean, just projected by math. Yeah, it should be about 10 more years of the story. So it's like
Peak
crazy.
2034. We'll
Yeah.
be, and the two timelines. Either we're reading this in a new beautiful world where the Democratic Party is now like a progressive bastion of Bernie Sanders ideals, or we're reading the end of 100 Girlfriends in our like fascist dictator camps.
It's fucking like a Handmaid's Tale shit. Like,
All right, you read your little manga chapter. Now get back to breeding for the country.
oh Lord, yeah, we are at a tipping point.
Yeah, well, hey man, we are coconut pilled. We are Kamala Harris pilled on this channel.
Yep, I did not file the coconut tree. I exist within the context of everything that came before me.
We do!
Every girlfriend that came before me.
It's facts. So quickly before we start, I promised my buddy Andrew that I would knob slob him. Those are the exact words. So I was asking. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he apparently knocked it out of the park with his girlfriend prediction. Like I was over here going like, yeah, she's gonna be like a 40 or 50. She's actually got a child and
One
shit.
day.
And Red was over here like they're gonna be a twin, like some Fuamoko from Hololive type shit.
Twins have to happen. I'd be shocked if we didn't get twins.
Yeah,
but,
really.
So I'm going through. I got to be fully fair here on Andrew's predictions. So he gave a couple predictions. He gave like 3, but he did. I told him to settle on one, and he settled on Delinquent. So he the first thing he said that he liked, he wanted a swimmer girlfriend, like a girlfriend from like the swim club. He thought would be really cute. And then I was like, okay, but you have to make it like 100 girlfriendsy. And he was like, okay, acts confident, but actually can't swim. Like she sucks at it, and she only doggy paddles, which I thought was funny. But then I was like, okay, but you gotta lock one in. And then he said, Delinquent, but she's a fucking nerd. And that's pretty much what we have. And he messaged me that on Wednesday at 8:06 p.m. I don't even know if the spoilers were out at that point. I don't think
It came out. It literally came out that day. The chapter.
Okay, the spoilers.
Well, the Raws, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I guess we can call them spoilers.
Right. So I don't think he's the type to have, because like I mean it's such a close guess that I was like, I almost was like, did you like look or something? But I don't think he's the type to do that. So I gotta give him props.
Like specifically look it up. Like they're not like because they're usually in Japanese, so you kind of have to like look them up in Japanese to get the like official original like a manga chapter.
So congrats to him.
But yeah, great.
He called it, but that wasn't the rule, okay? We didn't say anything about him, so we're not drinking, right? It's Sunday night, I work in the morning, I'm not fucking taking a shot. If Rios called it, I would have taken a shot.
Basic bitch wine.
All Rios has is wine, so, what are we gonna do?
We're getting out of technicality of this one, boys. Like,
one day. Okay, so we need to praise the heavens, praise the lords, for we have now another short girl, another older girl, and another tsundere, all wrapped up in one.
Yeah.
Please give me your thoughts. I have thoughts, but I'd like to hear yours first. Unless you want me to go first.
I mean, like, yeah, because I remember as I was reading through the chapter, my thoughts kept changing. It was like she's basically like an exaggerated version of how when we're kids, like we're so focused on like how who's the older one, who's the oldest in the class, and like. It's like I'm like 3 months older, so that means I'm the big kid.
Well, you remember back in the day being a kid. Well, I'm 6.5, and it mattered so much to include that half. Yeah, so I can.
I was the oldest kid in.
Me too.
So I remember for a long time kind of hold that over, but once you get like 15, like middle school age,
stop caring. Yeah, so I relate to her in certain elements too, because I actually was held back. But like purposefully by my parents because I had like certain developmental issues. I did a transitionary like between preschool and kindergarten. It was like pre-K or something. So I was like a year older than everyone that I went to school with as well. I remember actually turning 18 like a year before everyone else was 18, but in like my junior or senior year in high school, and everyone was like, I remember specifically walking past a lunch table, and then someone was like, "Hey, you 18 now?" And I was like, "Yeah," and they were like, "This motherfucker could go to a strip club." And I was like, "I'm not planning on it."
Yeah,
But yeah, so and the fact, I guess we're gonna jump around here. Motherfucker got held back on purpose.
yeah. Even wow, like really,
But you know what? He's
like
already cooking. As the author's already cooking, because at first I was like, okay, is she stupid? But no, the implication is that she just purposefully was missing so many days to get held back. It's not
yeah.
that she's like stupid or
Which,
anything.
to be fair, is kind of stupid in its own right, but she's not incompetent. She just has her priorities are all out of whack.
I'm getting slight Uto vibes from her. She almost seems like
Yeah,
an
kind
alternate
of.
universe Uto.
Yeah,
Like,
I can see it. Like Delinquent Uto.
do you remember? There was that one Naruto movie where their personalities were all swapped. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And do you remember Hinata? It was like fucking
Oh my god,
aggressive
yes,
Hinata.
yeah.
That's kind of this is like aggressive Hinata for Uto.
Oh my lord, I can kind of see it.
Yes. Also, we got a girl who shows off the midriff, and I'm a big fan
Yeah,
of any
big
of
fan
the
too.
midriff. But for years I said midriff instead of midriff.
Well, yeah. I think
I
most people, yeah, it's a common like pronunciation. Like I think even I sometimes, at least in my head, kind of sounds like midriff, even though I would write it right. But yeah,
just like I keep saying Tim Waltz instead of Tim
yeah.
Walls.
Oh,
Yeah.
people keep doing that. Like they write it wrong and they say it wrong. It's so close that I can totally understand.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, I like that. So I can already picture like future jokes with her, right? Like, okay, so she both her jokes are gonna be that she wants to be the oldest, she wants to be the tallest. She's gonna be the
Yeah,
type.
I'm just thinking of how's he gonna feel next chapter when she meets all the girls who are like upping her on every single metric.
Well, she's so short, dude.
I mean, I think she's even weaker than Shizuka, so she
Yes!
can't even win. She can't even win for losing. Like,
Dude, the fact that she gets her ass beat by a bunch of children is so funny.
yeah, that's hilarious.
I also love, character design. Character design is my passion. I fucking love that she has like platform shoes on. Do you notice that?
Yeah, yeah, I saw it right away. Like, he's still teeny tiny.
She might actually be shorter because like I'm trying to think of like the shortest girls. Like who would you say are some of the shorter?
Shizuka, Yatsuyo, Momiji.
Bro, she might be. I can just picture a moment in the next chapter where she's standing next to one of like the shorter girls, and she's like 1 inch shorter than them. Like she's like, hey, and she's like fucking chest to chest with one of the like tiny short girls, and they're like slightly above her, and she's like, bitch.
Oh my lord!
But I can
He
also
has a very. Oh, he has a nice smug face. It's been a while since we had a smug face character.
I'm eating right now. I'm like eating good. You have no idea. I need to find a good page of her smug face. When he calls her senpai,
Yeah,
peak.
Yeah, 10.
God, dude. Oh my god. And she's like shaking. She's so good at these faces where it looks like they're fucking like nutting in their pants. She's like, they're like shaking.
And her mouth line is like all gagging and shit.
Oh my god. The inability to like hide your true feelings about something, like how happy you actually are, is like one of the cutest things in like in any person. I fucking love it.
And anime and manga to do it so well. It's like
They
I think
really do.
honestly that's one of their standout features.
100%. Is there any truth to the I've always heard that like anime characters are based off of cats. You ever heard of that?
I mean, I don't know if it's like intentionally based off of it. I'm sure because they both, like the cuteness phenotype or whatever is like the same for like all mammals. It's like big head, small nose, big eyes. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just Japanese artists were just sort of like
They tapped into that.
convergently evolved. Yeah, they can like convergent evolution side.
After the nuke went off, they were like, we got to make sure we're so cute that no one ever does that.
Yeah,
to us
yeah.
again.
There's actually been like what's the word, like social theories about how like because like kawaii or cuteness in Japan is actually a huge part of the cultural like ecosystem whatever in Japan. It's like I haven't like gone too deep in it, but like yeah, it's definitely like the cult. I think it's referred to as like the cult of kawaii because it's like cuteness is such a huge part of Japanese culture in a way it's not really in the West. But
The nuke definitely affected something.
yeah, I mean, I would not be surprised
Studies
if
need
there
to be
was
done.
yeah, some reaction to that. Yeah.
But I mean, I can already visualize like certain future jokes. Like, you know how there's that like, so in that like roof area that hang out in, there's like that elevated area where in the beginning there was like a cat hanging out there. Do you remember that?
Oh my, yeah, the cat it became Tama.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing when I was watching the first season with Andrew. But like, I can just immediately, like, do you understand that Rentaro is probably gonna be introducing her, and then he's gonna turn around and he's gonna be like, where did she go? And then she's gonna be standing up there like fucking Kamina from Gurren Lagann, like,
Lord. Yeah,
do you know who the hell I am?
Yeah, you're like, just who the hell do you think I am?
Please, I need her. I just feel like in any group shot, her joke is that she's going to find the highest altitude and stand on it. Like if they go to a park, she's gonna find a hill and stand on it. You know what I mean?
Oh my lord.
Good.
I'm trying to think of how that might interact, because like we know Nana was terrified of heights. I can only imagine. I don't know, some interaction between those two where I don't know, like she gets stuck up there and Nana has to go help her down or something like that.
Oh, please. And then also she's also got a thing about being the oldest, so I'm excited to see her interact with like the grandma.
Yeah, she's gonna think like, oh, you're just a teeny 8-year-old, yeah. And then you're like, no, I'm 88 years old. Yes.
Don't you lie to me, you bitch. I hope she just straight up calls people bitches. Like I mean, she's going for this tough gangster approach. I want her to just like straight up verbally assault people in the beginning, at least. Like when in that zone of time where they're still a little abrasive. You know, remember when Sue first joined and she was like, "Fuck all of you. I hate all of you."
Oh my lord.
Yeah, so far I really like her. I mean, she's not like an instant S tier or anything, but so far I'd place her in like a B tier. Like I like her more than average. Like she's above C tier. She's at least B tier for me. How are you feeling?
For me, I would say he's kind of average, but I mean, you know, obviously for 100 Girlfriends, average is still like better than average.
Also, we need time for her to evolve, right? Like, we still haven't had the inevitable moment where they kiss, right? Like,
I'll be fair. Sometimes, because they're playing Girlfriends, where I'm like, from chapter 1, I'm here for you. Like Rin, good example. But you know, they can't all be everyone's S tier or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's interesting, right? Because like, if you go down to the end, I wanted to talk a little bit about how Rentaro is acting in this chapter, because like, I feel like I feel like it's been a very long time since Rentaro's been this like speechless. Like he doesn't normally. I was
looking through the previous, like the last 2 or 3 Girlfriends, and he was not, like you said, he was not this speechless.
Yeah,
I think he was just taken aback by her, like arguable stupidity. Like
I think she just, even though she is objectively weak, she exudes such dom energy. I mean, like this, this is the definition of big dick energy. This is a woman with big dick energy.
Like if they're power bottoms, she's like a powerless top or something like that.
Yes, bro. Yeah, no, I can imagine her trying to top. She would be the type of woman that would be like, I want to peg you, and then he'd be like, okay, and then she would like get 3 thrusts in, and she'd be like, wow, that's more tiring than I thought. Never mind, you take the top, but don't tell anybody.
He prematurely come, like ejaculates, whatever. He can't handle it. It's too stimulating.
I imagine that's gonna be the bit, is that she always wants to be like the dom in every situation, but she's gonna be shitty at it, and I love that.
Yeah.
Now, but I wanted to mention too, so like at the end of this chapter, right, because, you know,
we get a little hint into her depths, I guess, or hidden depths.
Yeah, the character arc isn't through yet, right, because we still have to get to the moment where they kiss, right?
Yeah.
And what I found at the end here is, so far, she's still kind of like the dom in the situation, and I found it interesting that, like, she didn't really have a moment where she confessed her love. She made him do it, right? She's like, it's okay. Don't bottle up your feelings. Say what you need to say. She's basically trying to make him be the quote unquote woman of the situation. You're right. She wouldn't want to be proposed to. She would want to do the proposing, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So like, I feel like we need to see a moment in the next chapter or 2 where we see her kind of not break emotionally, but like be willing to be vulnerable with him. Yeah. And I'm really excited to see that. And I think that might be, seeing that like different side to her and that more vulnerable side to her might be what like brings her out of average for you.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, because her design is great. Like, I love that spiky hair style, whatever. Yeah, I mean, her, you know, the midriff is like she even has the fucking like Jotaro, like almost looking like a hair helmet thing with like the back of her helmet's kind of like frayed.
That has to be a Jotaro reference. Like that's literally his hat.
I mean, I would not be surprised.
You know what else I enjoy about this panel where she is smug facing right after he says he calls her senpai. It's very, you know, it's subtle. She's skinny, but like I really like the way that the artist draws her, because she actually does give her a little bit of stomach flab, like a really realistic, you know, like the womb pouch, right? Like all. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen seen those TikToks where women are like talking about how for years they tried to get rid of that, and then they realized, oh, that's my womb. Like I can't get rid of that. You know, like
I mean, I've drawn it several times, so I'm intimately familiar with the contour of that area. But
and it's so cute. I love it. You know, again, a true woman enjoyer appreciates it, and so like I'm really happy that like given even how skinny she is, it's still drawn there. Like there's a little bit of like stomach kind of coming over her pants. You know what I mean? Like she's not just like anorexic skinny. I really appreciate that detail.
Yeah, I mean, it's just once again, Nozawa is
Peak.
The goat. Yeah,
Truly.
peak goat, however you want to call it.
the goat's even better, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did you have any other moments to talk about? Oh, I do. If you
Okay,
don't.
well,
I don't want to take over the whole chapter, but I got.
Yeah, I got like like you've heard of the concept like would you rather be a big fish in a small pond or a little fish in a big pond?
That's funny that you bring that up. One of my coworkers recently asked that as like a hypothetical last week, and I think I said small fish in a big pond because that's the life I live now, right? I was like, I've never been the type to want to be the leader of anything, or that's too much responsibility for me. I'd rather just kind of like keep my head down and do my own thing, but have like a big world to explore. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah. I mean, Saki she's definitely someone who'd rather be a big fish in a small pond. I mean, like that's why she held herself back basically.
That's
like,
so interesting.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be like the freshman in college because then he's the little fish in the big pond. He wants to be the oldest kid in high school rather than the youngest adult in college.
I bet that might even be a character arc for her, like 5 years down the line, like if they do any like time passing. Like, but that's a question we need to get into, right? Because Rentaro is a freshman in high school. Will they ever actually like take the plunge and be like, okay, by the way, a year's actually passed and now he's a sophomore in high school, or a second year? That'd be interesting.
I don't know how close you've been following a Slice of Gaming podcast, but that man has been like obsessed.
Is he trying to analyze the timeline?
Tracking the passage of time. Yeah, he literally did like a whole video where he's like, I looked through every single chapter, and like the best he could come up with was it like maybe like a month has passed in the story, and it's like,
so man's getting a new girlfriend like every fucking day.
Yeah, basically, there is no time in the story. It's eternal spring, and to me, I do think that is kind of a missed opportunity. But yeah, because like there's 100 girlfriends. You got 3 years of college, Japanese high school. You could very easily have like 33 girlfriends per year.
Yeah.
And then you could have so many different opportunities for like, life transitions, or like when a girl graduates from like high school and going to college or the workforce, we could have like new outfits when it's winter or something like that. So, I mean, it's missed opportunity, but the story we have right now is good enough. I
think I'm not fully convinced that they won't do that eventually. I think they'll just play it off and be like, it feels like it's been 5 years, but it's only been 1. Or I feel like there's going to be a chapter.
They made jokes about it constantly, especially in the beginning, like how much time has passed and like that kind of thing.
I would be surprised if there wasn't eventually one of these days we're gonna open the new chapter and it's gonna be like, wow, it doesn't feel like it, but I'm about to graduate, or not graduate, but graduate the first year.
That's probably how they're gonna do it.
I think they will, because I think eventually that's just going to be too juicy of a story to tell when you're trying to. I mean, this man's going to probably end up doing like 1,000 chapters of this fucking story. He's going to need to eventually dip into some other ideas, and I think, like personally, if some time like what you just mentioned about this girl here, which I'm gonna another name to memorize. I just thought about this.
Saki.
Okay,
Saki, the delinquent girl failure.
I love her. Where does it say her name?
Let's see.
Help me find the page. Okay. Tomogara Saki. Okay, I can try to remember that. You know what's fascinating? It's something that fascinates me about my brain is that, like, I'm at the point where I just, like, I feel like I don't even read names anymore. Like, I've given up on, like, I'll just glaze over it, because I didn't even, like...
I'm like that when it comes to, like, scientific articles. I just, when I was a kid, I just got into the habit of just glancing over, like, all the, like I don't know, just the random scientific name or names of scientists. I can't break the habit, but
I think I almost look at Japanese names as like an untranslated bit of the chapter. It's like I can't read that. But yeah, I will try. Saki's pretty easy. I can probably remember that. But either way, for now, The official, you know what's gonna be fun about every new girlfriend? I get to bequeath her with a nickname, and it's Delinquent Girl. Easy enough. But I was in the middle of saying something, and I got like sidetracked 3 times in a row, and
Oh damn.
fuck,
Yeah, I don't remember.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to remember.
We're gonna have to go back.
Oh God, what was it?
What were we talking about?
Help me. I know you got it.
The story progressing, time progressing.
Yes.
Like,
oh, you're a god.
back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had mentioned something about her holding herself back specifically because I like the spin you did there, because like you know
she wants to be a big fish in a small pond,
right? And the way she's spinning it is like, yeah, it's, I mean, well, she basically is pretty honest about it. I want to be the senior, but she's not coming out and saying I'm scared of being the youngest, right? Like, so I like the idea of like maybe in a future chapter, similar to what we did with the kicking girl in the last chapter, right? I like the idea of kind of like dealing with her trauma there, or not trauma, but like her fear of like,
because
you know, I'm really scared to be a freshman in college, and like that'd be cool if in the future we do actually do some time jumping, and it's finally time for her to like actually kind of grit down and like allow herself to graduate with like Rentero's you know, help and stuff. Like that'd be cool.
Yeah, because she mentions on page 18 that, well, specifically because of her height, people always look down at her figuratively and literally, and that's the one thing that she can't stand. So I mean, I can see. We get the hints at, you know, her character arc, or the seed of her character arc.
I can imagine that she is people probably just assume she's like a child. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
Like my girlfriend is similarly short, and I think if it wasn't for the fact that she had this like pretty big boobs, she probably would be mistaken for much younger.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of that women having that issue where they'll be like 20s, even in the 30s, because they happen to have like a petite figure. Everyone's like, oh, hello, high school girl, where's your parents, or some shit like that.
Yeah, and like that would be really fucking frustrating, and that's something I've never had to deal with because I'm 6'3", chubby and hairy, you know, so it's really interesting. And so I would love to see, I mean, like I really like, I hadn't even thought about that, but I really like what you said there. But she probably is scared to go to college, and like we could have a lot of really good conversations. I want to see a conversation between her and the tall country girl, because we have an opposite situation here, right? Like she got bullied for being tall, and everyone was like monster girl, ogre, and then I want to see a conversation with her and Ira, how do you pronounce
Ira,
it?
right.
You know, because she's a college girl, and they could talk about what college is like, and
they're probably like similar ages. Like she's probably like Saki's probably like 18 or something like that.
I thought Ira was like in her 20s.
Oh yeah, Ira's like 19. She's gonna be like 20. She's gonna be 20 this year if time ever progresses.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, I think that'd be a cool conversation with them as well. And then she'd be like, "It's easy for you to say. You're tall, dark, and handsome." But yeah, I'm really excited to see just how short she is. I need an official height for her at some point. And I'm sure once we get the volume,
hasn't shared the character sheet yet. I'm just like, where's the character sheet? Where is it? I want to see all the like design elements and shit.
Yes, I need her to also do like kind of like how that she did the fan art for Bunny Girl, right? Like I need a sexy fan art of this one. But I'm predicting already. I'm predicting at least 2 scenes for the next chapter, okay? And I'm pretty sure at least one of these will happen. There's gonna be a scene where she's like face to face. I'm talking like Dio Jotaro, like how they're like squaring each other out, like they're looking at each other.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a scene where she's like squaring up with a motherfucker, and they're like way taller than her, and then she like looks for like the shortest person, and they're still like an inch taller than her. I need that. And then I also need there to be a scene where she's standing on like the high part of the roof. I really need that.
You know, I cannot wait to see her interactions with him, because he's gonna be destroyed. But I don't know, knowing the story, it's probably gonna be. Maybe it'll end more wholesomely. Like she'll realize that. I'll say she'll have some come to Jesus moment and like grow.
Sure she will, yeah. I imagine she's gonna. Hopefully, she goes through what a lot of the girls go through, and they realize that they can be themselves in Rentero's family. You know, like I mean, she'll still. I mean, I hope she kind of goes through because again, she does remind me of Uto in a weird way, and I could see like in the beginning, Uto never broke character. She was always that bard, but now we kind of see her able to break that a little bit.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to kind of get that balance where it's like, yes, I do want to be tough. I want to be I mean, she's almost got an Usopp thing going on where like she wants to be brave and tough and like the captain, and but like she's not, but she can work at it and she can kind of manifest it, right? Live life every day being that.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it, essentially.
Yeah, when she's with those toddlers for a second, she looked pretty cool. I mean, she even had some Matsuri energy to her for a second, the British girl.
Yeah,
but
we gotta talk.
I think even Matsuri wouldn't get beat up by toddlers.
That was so funny.
Despite being like clearly shorter.
Bro, she's like, don't make me throw hands. I'm about to throw hands with these fucking babies right now.
And you're like, ouch, stop it.
I like the one little girl that's like, you can kill me if you want.
Yeah. This girl she's been in she's like, this is like her third appearance throughout the story. Like, she's like a recurring character. She always says the same thing, like, you can kill me. I'm like, girl, please, it's not that serious.
Oh my god. If this series goes, if we do get time skips and Rentero's like 55 and he's still getting girlfriends, he'll yoink up this one and she'll be the suicidal girl.
Yeah.
That's a joke, by the way. That's very dark in multiple ways.
Oh my lord. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you've been in the game long enough, I'm telling you, bro. I'm just worried about there being like what you said about him yoinking up of like a mid-40s mom, and then the next girlfriend is like her daughter in high school. I could see it.
The possibilities are endless, and that is both awesome and terrifying.
I mean, Rentero's a god. You know, he's already surpassed humanity into godhood.
He's scared away gods. He's becoming. He's apparently has some like. I mean, like they said in the island chapter, he's apparently got some. He's been like contaminated with divinity or whatever. Like
he's got
like
god blood in him.
Yeah,
that's
You can demigod over here, like a Percy Jackson Olympian type shit.
Bro, she's so short. I'm sorry. Look at this page. She's actually even shorter than I thought she was. Like, okay, go to the page. Are you on the chapter?
Yeah.
Okay, right above where he says she sees the kids at the candy store so often she's gotten to call them her senpai too. Like right above that.
Oh yeah.
Look at how fucking short her head comes up to, like just above his belly button. Like it's lower than his chest.
Wait, page like what page?
Oh god, I don't know. I have it where you scroll. It's the page where it's right when they get to the candy shop for the first time, and then they're like Saki senpai, and then she says, "Well, now fancy meeting you all here."
Oh, wait, are you saying the kids come up to her belly button?
No, I'm saying she comes up to a little, like it's below. It's like in between his chest and his belly button.
Well, yeah.
Look how fucking
there,
short.
I see. Oh my god, yeah.
Thank you.
Take a second. Wrong page.
Yeah, no problem. So like, just for context, my girlfriend is incredibly short. She's 5'1". Okay, her head comes up to like the middle of my chest. So like, it would be up to like where he ties his tie, basically. And she's 5'1". If we're making this accurate, she's got to be like low 4 foot, like 4'2" or some shit.
Probably.
Oh, I can't wait to see her official height, bro. I'm fucking. I have a mighty need. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Have you gotten the official heights for girls? Like, I know we got their ages. I'm just asking. Have you gotten the official heights for girls? I mean, I know we got their age.
That's how I know the height of the country girl. I went to the wiki. They're all on the wiki, the ones that we have.
Oh. Okay.
I assume they're in the volume extras. I'm not sure where people are getting them, but yeah, if you search any of the girls that are like at least old enough, or like old enough in the manga.
Yeah, they've gotten that info.
Like here, I'll check Rin's right now.
I wonder because I can. I mean, they're probably similar heights. It'd be funny if Rin was taller than Saki. But...
Rin's height, so 160 centimeters, and then I have to translate that. 160 centimeters, 2 feet. Oh, my phone is struggling. Oh, there we go.
5.25 feet.
Oh, Rin is 5'2". So Rin is like a little taller than my actual girlfriend.
I didn't know she was. I mean, I never really thought of her as that tall. I mean, especially for a Japanese girl, it's kind of. Well, yeah, for Japanese girl, it's kind of like average. Well, I'm only like 5'11", 5'10", so like, yeah.
Yeah, no. So she's definitely gonna be in the 4 foot range, and I'm very excited. Now, how tall? Okay, now we need to see how tall.
She's like eye to eye. Yeah.
Shizuka, 100 girlfriends. I'm so excited for the next chapter, man.
Yeah, I think the shortest are ones like Kyo, Tama, Matsuri.
Yeah, let's check some of these shortest ones here. I guess I should have been,
obviously.
I should have been doing this on the actual laptop, so the audience could see. But see, I got to be careful, man. There's been a couple times where I'm searching stuff, and my fucking autocomplete almost outs me. It's like N hentai, One Piece fanfic.
Yeah, fan.
No, some of those are okay, but you don't know. I mean, I might have every once in a while I'll search for a real specific kink, like fucking fisting, hole stretching. You really out me when you don't laugh like that. When you
That's why I have a separate browser for my porn, like Safari, Firefox for porn, Google Chrome is for everything else.
I've never had anything to hide. Okay, let's see. Shizuka, 148 centimeters to feet.
That's 20 centimeters shorter than Rin.
She is 4'8".
Oh damn! Well, so I mean, if Saki was 4'2", then yes, he would be.
Please. Now I need to look up a picture of Shizuka next to Rentaro. Hold on. We need to we need to see.
Let me look through my 1,000+ panels. See if I can.
Oh my god.
Unsorted panels. See if I can find something.
How short is she?
Ooh, well, actually, I found a really good one. I mean, I guess.
I'll be on, dude. She looks like she might be taller.
Well, I mean, this one is an early one from like.
So she comes up to like.
I put it in the Discord.
Just around his chest, and it looks like some of these panels I'm seeing, Shizuka's coming up to at least his chin. I want to believe. I feel like it's inevitably going to be the funniest if she's the shortest in the group.
Yeah.
Although the 8-year-olds, right? I mean, they're not actual 8-year-olds, but the 8-year-old bodies.
Yaku and Kusuri are going to be. Yeah. They're like good contenders for actual shortest.
Wait, it would be so funny. It's too bad that the fucking neutralizing drug doesn't work on the grandma, because I can imagine a really funny joke. Okay, hear me out. Let me play this out with you. Okay, I think the next chapter is gonna be her like realizing that she's shorter than everyone, but then she's gonna spot Kusuri, and she's gonna be like, "Ha! There's someone I'm taller than," and then she's gonna be like, "Oh yeah," and then she's gonna take the yeah.
Oh my god, he would totally do that. He's that kind of petty.
I can't wait. That's gonna be excellent. Maybe she'll give her a drug to get taller.
And then it'll be like attack the 50-foot woman type.
Yes, that might be.
You're gonna have to come to terms with like being tall isn't all it's cracked up to be, you know, like.
Yeah. Actually,
she's not even gonna actually be 50 feet tall. He's just gonna be like 6 foot.
No, that would actually be kind of awesome. Like a chapter where I don't think it'll be like her intro chapter, but like a chapter down the line with her where like she goes to Kusuri and she's like, I want to just get a little taller, and they make her like 6'3" or something, like my height, and she's like bonking her head on like door frames and shit, and she's like, this sucks.
It's like bend down to open cabinets and shit.
Yeah, that'd be cute. I'm telling you, man, all these people, I got so many people being jealous of me being tall, and I'm like, you don't know, man. The back pain, the fucking...
The grass is green on the other side, you know, that kind of... That's why you want to be perfectly average, like me. I'm like 5'10" or 5'11". I'm pretty sure that's close to like the average male height.
You know, and with ladies, all those extra inches go somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? Hit him up.
Yeah.
He's available.
My feet are gigantic.
I assume you're available.
Yeah.
Rios is available.
Single as a single thing. I don't know.
You can find him on Twitter.
Yeah, you can commission me, and I'll make whatever your dreams are come true, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna stop writing Rios fanfic now. Anything else you'd like to talk? I feel like we've done an excellent overview of this chapter.
Oh wait, someone on Reddit had like a good line. They're like, throughout heaven and earth, he alone is the weakest one, because like the back of her like coat thing, it says like
that's so funny.
It says something to the effect
No,
of, like,
I'm gonna find it right now because it's actually so funny. Her jacket says, throughout heaven and earth, the senior alone is the honored one. She had that shit custom made, bro. That is so funny.
Oh my lord.
I also wanted to mention she implies that Kishika is the head of the actual school gang, and she also implies that maybe Karane is involved. I assume, because she says some Tsundere chick.
Yeah.
So like, I like the idea. I mean, that'd be kind of sick if this whole time Kishika actually was involved in some gang. And
unfortunately, I think this is her misinterpreting them as being. Because I don't think. This is right when Rentaro asked her, like, okay, if you're the shadow Bancho, then who is the surfer's Bancho? And he's like,
I don't fucking know. Search me.
Obviously.
I like the way she says it. Search me. I ain't got a clue.
Yeah, I like how she talks. It's very. I don't even know what that character is. Like,
probably is going out because that delinquent character type has been like that was like an actual like cultural movement in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Like where they would dress like
yeah,
that.
the whole,
And,
I mean, the Bancho, it was. It was. I mean, it's crazy how many like subcultural like I mean things there are in Japan. Like they got, of course, they have the Gyaru and the whole diaspora that happened in that subculture. They got like uh, uh they got other ones. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean every country's got like interesting subcultures if you look deep enough into it. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. But yeah, Japan specifically, I like how I feel like they integrate their subcultures into their media really well.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think she's very cute. I'm really excited to see more from her. I think she's gonna interact. I think she's gonna be very funny. Like she strikes me as one that has like a joke that's gonna be really funny in like the group panels.
Yeah, very versatile.
Oh man, I mean, I'm just waiting to see moments where she's like the tallest, and I need to see her and Uto interact. I need to see her and the tall girl interact. Go ahead.
I mean, it really is any. I mean, I think almost all of them. It's like she's a delinquent. So how is Chio gonna react to her? You know, like
yes. She's gonna be like, your stomach's showing too much. Cover it up.
It's like you refuse to move on to secondary education or employment like you were supposed to. You held yourself back purposely. That's totally unacceptable.
You're a drag on society.
Yeah.
The taxpayers are paying double to educate you now.
Oh my lord!
I assume that's how that works.
And then she's a delinquent. She's kind of violent. So like Rin's gonna be like, like,
ooh, yeah. Wait, oh my god, I can already see it because she's weak. She's weak as fuck. Yeah. So Iku's gonna be like, oh, you're gonna throw hands if I piss you off, huh? And then she's gonna like try to hit Iku, and then she's gonna be like, oh.
I punched a wall. Like I punch a wall.
That was nothing. Well, you know how anytime Iku's like expecting to be hit hard, and then it's like 2 weeks, she's got that like disappointed face.
Yeah, poor thing. Yeah, that's totally gonna happen. Because I just go have new arms for sure. Like there ain't no way she can throw a punch to save her life.
See, God, she just even her build to me is like very similar to Uto. She's really giving like
yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Alternate universe Uto vibes, and it's making me love her more.
That's the great thing about. I mean, I've brought stuff before, but like you get these really subtle variations on the same characters, and you can start making like a fucking like family tree of personalities, and like this is Uto if she was a delinquent, like this is Rin if she was like a masochist rather than a sadist, or something like There's gonna be like by the end of the thing, we're literally gonna have like chart out like an incredibly intricate binary decision tree breaking down.
I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so excited for the deep fucking complex graphs we get to make. One of the things I thought about when I first saw her was one of my favorite chapters I always go back to, where they have the Tsundere date where all the Tsunderes go out. She definitely fits into the Tsundere subgenre. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like she is another Tsundere to add to the Tsundere group, and I need another Tsundere date with her on it. I'm just saying.
I mean, I was trying to think of like because like Kurumi also has similar. She's in the Tsundere group. And I was trying to think like I don't know what would they like. What would their interaction be? But I don't know. Like nothing came to mind. But yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited. I think like I said, like the leading up to them kissing is going to be interesting because I feel like there's a little bit more of her character we need to see. We need to see like the ushy gushy mushy side of her. We need to see her open up because right now she's kind of too much in charge. It doesn't really feel like I believe that she loves him, but I don't see it.
She hasn't let herself be vulnerable yet. So she's hiding too much.
As of now, it just feels like, oh, he calls me senpai a bunch, and he's willing to like, and he like saved me from like looking stupid. Yeah, he's entertaining my thing, so I like that about him. But I want to see her really be like, wow, you actually really are like beyond just that silliness. You actually are a really good guy, and I want to see that humanizing element to her. And like you said, we saw like a peak of it, and and I think next chapter's gonna be really good for that. I think, and I wonder, good.
Oh yeah, it's always interesting when the girlfriends don't kiss right away. I think that also happened with like Himeka and Matsuri. Like I checked right before we went on call. They didn't. Those two also didn't kiss right away. I think.
Yeah, the author's really good at being true to their characters, right? He's not just gonna rush that kiss along just because that's the formula. Like if it doesn't feel like they would kiss that quickly, he's gonna wait a little bit, and I like that.
Yeah, they're definitely. Like you said, there's no formula. Despite there being a formula of every 100 girlfriends, they truly do like they give each girl their depth or whatever.
Also, when her hat was off, I love what she's got going on with her hair. Like how it's braided on one side and it goes back. That's like really cute. And like honestly, like takes a lot of I would imagine that's a lot of effort. I have no idea what it's like to braid hair, but I mean that looks like it'd be a whole thing.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I know a little bit about braiding. I mean, it's the kind of thing you can do. Once you've got some practice, you can kind of just like
do it quick.
Throw it together, but
that's cool.
But, yeah.
I like that. She puts effort and I think that says that shows a little something, right? She puts effort into how she looks, you know. She cares about her how she's viewed.
It kind of has that like energy of like a shaved side of the head, but without having to actually shave the side of your head.
Have we talked about how I'm really into that look? Have you and I talked about that?
No, I don't think so.
Oh man, dude. Like, so there's one of my favorite. It's like I think everyone needs to have like a side character that like a background character that does nothing that they're obsessed with. Did you ever watch anyone play Omori?
Yeah, I know of it. Yeah, I've seen the characters. Yeah.
Do you remember Aubrey, the pink-haired girl?
Oh yeah.
She had like a gang, and one of the girls in the background had like that shaved side of the head look. Do you remember who I'm talking about?
Let
me bring her up. So like she's like.
I'm pulling up the.
Oh, I don't remember her name, unfortunately, but like I love how she looks. Like honestly, like if I was like perfectly androgynous, this is how I'd want to look. Like I use this as like this is what I wish I looked like. Mori, Aubrey, gang, the hooligan. Oh, I already see her. I mean, it literally is just like it's really like. Do you see her? What?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the Google images for Omori.
Like, okay, type really great type Omori, the hooligans. The hooligans. And then go to the wiki page.
Not Delinquent.
Yeah, it's the hooligans.
The hooligans.
And then do you see the one with the hoodie and the red glasses? Right. And my computer is struggling.
Oh yeah, I see him.
That dude. That's what I want to look like. They're so androgynous. They have that shaved side of the head. Then it's like long and it goes down. I actually love that. I love that look so much, dude.
They kind of have some number.
You cut out a little bit there.
You kind of like. Oh, but they kind of. I was saying like she kind of has some. That person kind of has some Sue energy, like Number Girl's energy.
Yeah, see, I do like how Number Girl looks. It's just that.
Yeah, but her personality. Is, like she's a 10, but she's only obsessed with the number 10.
You know, you've heard of Butterface, but she's a butter personality. But yeah, I really like that look, and so I very much agree that I love the braid thing she's got going on there as well. So yeah, I think we've analyzed this to death here. We're sitting at about 41 minutes on the review. You got any final thoughts here?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, because girlfriend introduction chapters they're really exciting, but I feel like they often aren't as like. What's the word? I mean, you know, it's more potential focus.
You're saying that, but we talked for 41 minutes. Well, it's not like we're like starved for.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm just thinking about compared to last chapter, we had like this intense character study of May and Aaron. It's like that. Like this is not that kind of.
But I can see what you're doing. You feel guilty because we didn't. You feel like we didn't talk enough, but we definitely.
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes. My notes only like maybe 100 words.
Only 100 words? Oh my god.
Compared to last chapter, I mean, it was like a freaking little dissertation.
No, I feel it. No, you're totally right. Yeah. Obviously, a lot of it's a build up chapter, right? Mm-hmm. We have for sure. But I'll tell you what, there may not be as much to talk about, but it is definitely. I feel like I'm more excited. Like I get really excited.
Yes, I'm excited definitely.
Yeah. Oh, so exciting! I'm really excited to see what their activity will be, right? Because they always have like an activity.
To because it did say on the little preview.
Oh, what's it say? I didn't see.
They're all going to be wearing like Gakuran jackets, which I think are just the Bancho jackets. But they're basically all going to be delinquents.
So they're all going to. Okay, I see. So we're going to get delinquent of all the girlfriends. I see.
Yep, can't wait. I'm just imagining like Kusri is going to be. She's going to be having a blast being a delinquent because she already basically is the drug delinquent.
I'm really excited. That's gonna be cute. Yeah. Mostly, even beyond just we're all wearing different outfits. I just need the jokes with her height and the jokes with her and the age and the height and she's gonna want to go in there and like usurp it as the leader.
She's literally gonna get like small fish in a big pond shit. Like he's gonna realize, oh crap, I'm just a short, not even like probably not even the shortest girl. Just like it's kind of like what happened with Himiko. She's like, I'm the most abnormal, but then she gets there and like everyone else is like like the most abnormal human to
Well, you know what's
live.
funny too is she kind of cut him off as far as I remember. He didn't get to because he was in the middle of saying, "Oh, we're not a gang," but he cut her. Or she cut her off, or
Yeah.
she cut him off rather. So I feel like she might still think it's a gang. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh my God, yeah, right.
and they're gonna have to be like, "We're not a gang."
I mean, like she's just convinced they're a gang for like the foreseeable future. And she doesn't even realize this is the biggest polycule in like probably existence.
Yeah, she might actually, given her personality, she might actually be convinced that only her is dating Rentaro. Like she might be convinced for a couple chapters, like, yeah, I'm Rentaro's girlfriend, and Rentaro.
These are all just his friends or whatever.
Yeah,
or like,
Rentaro. No, this is Rentaro's gang. Yeah, no, I think she might genuinely think this is Rentaro's gang. He runs this gang.
Lord.
Now we run the gang together as a couple.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, I can see it. She. I mean, I wouldn't call her delusional, but she definitely. She has her own little story in her head, and she's sticking to it.
She doesn't feel as delusional as Number Girl yet. I'm gonna see how she.
I mean, Number Girl's not delusional. She's just like autistically focused on one thing.
Yeah. Well, I feel like she has the capacity to shut it down and be normal, and we almost see it with her crying there, and
It
like
will hurt her, but she can do it.
Yeah, and her willingness to like tell like instantly in this chapter, her willingness to be like, yeah, I got bullied for my height. So I'm excited to see more of that come out. You know, I think we might have a beginning part of the chapter where she's like convinced it's a gang, and then they finally are able to convince her, and she's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh. So I'm excited to see how that goes. So yeah, I think that might be it. I feel like maybe anything else.
I mean, if you want to join our gang, you know what to do, everyone. You know,
Just smash that subscribe button. Sorry,
you can become the chaos. You can become part of the Chaos Squared gang. It's totally chill and like not violent, but yeah.
Under new ownership, Rios has kicked Vex out of the
violent hostile takeover over here.
Well, you know, Rios is our DEI hire over here. Sorry, I had to. You made the same joke.
Yeah, DEI. It's gonna be my calling card now.
No, I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have made that joke. That's not funny.
I mean, it's fine.
All right, man. What was I gonna say? Every time I make a joke like that, I worry people won't, because people are terrible at knowing sarcasm.
Because people, I'm like, oh my God, he said that, and he was
the other guy was
nice. He was too nice to say anything. He just laughed awkwardly. Like, no, I came up with a joke. I think it's fine to be turned back on me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, any final thoughts?
I don't know. I guess we're a small I'm trying to think we're a small channel, just like Saki's a small time gang person. But we're in our hearts we're a big channel. Okay.
We get more viewers.
We're not 100 Andy.
Yeah, we get more viewers than Rentaro has members in his family.
Yeah.
So as long as we get more viewers than 30.
Fists on hips and like smile smugly like.
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm just pulling the pose that Saki did, where it's like she's all
I love the leg spread too.
Yeah,
I'm surprised she did that, because that probably made her even shorter.
Really? Like,
oh my God. Well, anyway, love her.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Spread the word to the masses. There's a new 100 Girlfriends reviewer in town. I want you guys to yoink the viewer. What's the other guy's name again?
Slice the Gaming Podcast.
I want you to tell the world. You know, bring them over here.
Channel. There's a new kid on the block where we're gonna start making music just like they One of Girlfriend's music just like they do. And
Shadow Gaming Podcast is the Boncho, but we're the Shadow Boncho. Okay.
Yeah.
And who would you rather watch, the Shadow Boncho or the actual boring normal Boncho?
Oh my God!
I like this fake war we have going on with him.
He
doesn't even know we exist.
We really are the Shadow Boncho of the One Girlfriend community.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we really are the Shadow Boncho of the 100 Girlfriends community. Like,
one day he'll find out. I'm so excited.
Who are these goofballs?
Who are these gooners over here? All right, fantastic, everybody. Peace the hell out.
See y'all.